What if I told you there are only 3 exercises you need to get rid of Piriformis syndrome for good? These moves will relieve your hip pain, leg numbness, and tingling that comes along with this condition. And best of all, they're super easy to do. I'm a physical therapist, and this video is going to help you understand how to fix Piriformis syndrome for good. We're going to cover the real cause of hip pain, leg numbness, and why it's often mistaken for sciatica. I'll then show you the 3 common exercise mistakes that most people do that make the pain worse, and then give you my top 3 exercises to help you recover full range of motion in your hips and reduce the risk of future flare-ups. Before we get into it though, if you'd like more great videos like this one, please subscribe. It's free, and I post new videos every single week. Also, if you're ready to get out of pain and become more active for life, so let's get right into it. As I mentioned, Piriformis syndrome is characterized by hip pain, leg numbness, and tingling. But what causes these symptoms? Well, it starts with compression on the sciatic nerve, or one of its branches. This usually happens when the piriformis muscle, which runs from the sacrum to the femur or thigh bone, gets too tight and puts pressure on the nerve as it passes underneath the muscle. This can also be caused by improper mechanics of the nearby glute muscles, particularly the glute medius and minimus. These 3 muscles work together to stabilize the pelvis and allow us to move freely without putting pressure on our backs. So when one of these muscles is too tight, it can refer pain and discomfort to the same area that the piriformis does. This is where things can get a little confusing though, since the sciatic nerve runs down the leg and the symptoms of Piriformis syndrome can be felt in the same distribution as an actual herniated disc or other nerve problem. Many people are initially misdiagnosed with sciatica, when in reality, they have Piriformis syndrome. So if you've been told you have sciatica and you're still in pain after trying rest and anti-inflammatory medications, there's a good chance you're actually dealing with Piriformis syndrome instead. This is because the 2 conditions are treated very differently. If you have a herniated disc, you'll want to focus on centralizing the pain, meaning exercises that take pressure off of the disc and nerve root. With Piriformis syndrome, however, the goal is to delocalize the pain, meaning we want to move the joint through its full range of motion to break up the cycle of guarding and spasm in the piriformis muscle. This is also important because research shows that people who have more pain and restricted motion in their hips have higher rates of developing hip osteoarthritis later in life. So improving your hip mobility now is key to preventing future problems down the road. So what are the 3 exercises you need to do to fix this problem? Here are the 3 most common exercises that actually make Piriformis syndrome worse. Exercise 1. Lying on your back with both legs straight and attempting to raise the leg that's affected. This move can increase pain and spasm in the piriformis muscle, making it feel worse in the long run. Number 2. Sitting for long periods of time without moving or switching positions. This position puts a lot of stress on the piriformis and can make it feel tight and irritated. And third, standing on one leg or doing any single leg activities such as walking or running without first activating and warming up the glutes and stabilizing the pelvis. This can put too much stress on the hip joint and lead to more inflammation and pain. Okay, so now that we know what not to do, let's move on to the 3 exercises that are proven to help reduce pain and improve function in people with Piriformis syndrome. Exercise 1. The deep Piriformis stretch. This move is by far one of the best options to help relieve nerve compression and ease pain fast. To do this properly, it's best to lie on your back with the knees bent and feet flat on the floor. From there, pull the affected leg towards your chest until you feel a nice stretch in the upper thigh and buttock region. Hold this for 30 to 60 seconds, or until the pain and cramping subsides. Then switch to the other side and repeat. As you can see here, this stretch lengthens the piriformis muscle while relaxing the body and taking pressure off of the nerve. This helps to reduce pain and inflammation while also improving blood flow to the area. Now remember, the second part of the equation involves strengthening the glute muscles. When these muscles are weak, it can contribute to abnormal movement patterns and increase stress on the piriformis muscle. Research has shown that people with Piriformis syndrome tend to have weaker glutes compared to those without the condition. So strengthening these muscles can be a great way to stabilize the pelvis, and prevent future flare-ups. A great move to strengthen the glutes and improve hip stability is the lateral band walk. This targets the glute medius and minimus muscles, which are responsible for stabilizing the pelvis during walking and running. Start by securing a band around both legs above the knees. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and slowly take a step out to the side. Make sure to keep your feet pointed forward, and don't let the knees wobble from side to side as you do this. This is a common mistake that I see people make. Once you've taken a step out to the side, bring your other foot towards the band, and tighten it by pulling your feet apart. Then repeat this motion by stepping out to the opposite side. Go for 3 sets of 10 repetitions on each side to start and gradually increase as you get stronger. While strengthening the glutes is important, we must also activate the muscles that support the pelvis, including the transverse abdominis and lower back muscles. When these muscles are weak or inactive, it can lead to poor posture and decreased range of motion in the hips. A great move to target these muscles is the knees to chest with pulse-ups. This targets the lower abdominal muscles while also engaging the lower back and pelvic floor. Start by lying on your back with knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Tighten your abdominal muscles and gently press the lower back flat against the floor. Raise both knees towards the chest while maintaining good posture. Hold this for 5 to 10 seconds and perform 10 repetitions. Be sure to breathe steadily throughout the exercise and avoid holding your breath. Then repeat 2 more times. Now that you know the 3 best exercises to help with Piriformis syndrome, let me share with you the easiest way to put them all together into one daily routine that's guaranteed to help you recover faster. The key to fixing Piriformis syndrome is to stick to a routine consistently. So what I recommend doing is picking one spot to do your exercises, preferably somewhere quiet where you won't be interrupted. Then set a timer on your phone for every morning and evening to remind you to do your routine. Each day, begin with the deep Piriformis stretch. Hold each side for 30 to 60 seconds. Then move on to the lateral band walk. Do 3 sets of 10 reps on each leg. Finally, finish with the knees to chest with pulse-ups. Perform 3 sets of 10 repetitions each. It may take some time to get used to adding this routine into your daily schedule, but over time, it should become a natural habit. Just remember to be patient with yourself and stick to your routine as closely as possible. The benefits will be well worth it. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're looking for additional resources to help with your recovery, be sure to check out the links in the description. I'll see you next time.